Hi, today I want to talk about how to use a self tanner. Dun 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 dun. The season is hopefully close by, where we're gonna have shorts, and tank tops, and sundresses, and all that good stuff. So let's talk how to use a self tanner properly. So, my name is Kate. I'm the founder of Clean Beauty Swiss. I handcraft skin polishes that allow you to take care of yourself, give yourself a good pamper, and have amazingly gorgeous, hydrated, soft skin in 1 minute at the end of your shower. So, check out my website if you're curious to know what that means and what that entails. Let's get right into it. Self tanning is an amazing alternative that allows you to have a nice golden glow without risking damage to your skin from exposure to the sun, from tanning beds. I know I am a pasty white ghost in this time of year, and I've started using a little bit of self tanner every day just to give myself a little bit more color. The light is a little bit harsher now, and it just gives me a little boost of confidence. I feel like I'm a little bit more healthy looking. So, um, first, let me tell you some of my self tanning disasters. I think I first bought self tanner when, like, probably the first year that they first came out. And I have tried them all, from the expensive department store brands that promise tropical results to the totally cheap, inexpensive store brand versions. I've tried the sprays. The only thing I haven't tried is the professional spray tan that caught on after I left the US, and it hasn't really caught on here in Europe still. But with all that experience, I can give you my expert opinion. Okay, so I'm curious, who among you has tried self tanning and do you feel comfortable using it? Leave me comments and I will try and answer any questions that you might have as they pop up. Okay, so let me start with some self tanning disasters. The first couple of times I used it, I forgot to wash my hands, and so my palms were neon orange. Like, do you know the color of basketballs? That orange color, complete with because it was on the palms of my hands, you could see, and I played tennis at the time competitively, so I had calluses, especially on this hand. I had calluses all along here, and it created a discoloration that was even stronger where the calluses are. So I've had the orange palms. I've had where this part, I learned to wash my hands and to handle that, and then I would often forget this little area. So I'd have this kind of orange smudge here, and yeah, that was a disaster. I have tried the spray tans. You can buy like it's like a hairspray can to spray on your body, and it seems like it would be the most efficient because you don't actually have to rub it in. Yeah, I ended up with like random spray marks all over my body that lasted for a good couple of weeks. And I think the one that was the most embarrassing, because there was really nothing I could do about it, I had been using self tanner every day, and I forgot to do the back of my neck and like around my ears. There were patches that I completely forgot. So my skin went from like golden glow to pasty white, like with the total demarcation line. I remember I had been up in San Francisco, so for sure I hadn't gotten any sun, even by mistake. And I went home to Southern California to be with my family for the summer, got a job at the mall selling clothes, and I would often wear my hair in a ponytail. And after a couple of weeks, finally my sister came to me and was like, I think you forgot some patches. That is not cute. So disasters, I know. So I am here to help you avoid those same disasters. It's easy. I swear I'm going to save you so much headache and so much time. And I promise with today's new formulations, it's an absolutely valid thing to do. Okay. So that being said, hopefully here in Lugano we had like one of those fake springs where all of a sudden it got really warm and sunny and I was looking to put away my sweaters, especially these heavy ones. And then today it is freezing cold. So hopefully pretty soon the weather will change and we'll be able to wear some shorts and some t-shirts. Okay, so let's talk about the various ways that you can do a self-tan. Like I said before, there is the professional self-tan, and honestly, I don't know here in Switzerland if it's even offered or where it would be offered. In America, it is the thing to do. Every bride knows that she goes and gets her spray tan before her wedding. Any special event, you have spray tan technologists, Madonna Santa, technicians who are very well trained and know exactly what they're doing. And they're even able to do like contouring. It's really amazing. So if you have a special event, I really recommend looking into a professional spray tan because they are able to, based on shading, they are able to make you look slimmer, taller, more muscular, whatever you want. They're able to do it with the shading of this spray tan. It's amazing. I'm not that advanced and I'm not going to try and teach you how to be that on top of things. I'm going to teach you the very, very basic for beginner self-tan options. You have your at-home spray tan, which, as I told you in my disaster stories, it can be a little bit risky. Basically, it's it looks like a can of hairspray and you spray it on. The key to using this is that you have to keep the spray bottle at a long enough distance. Otherwise, you will be painting stripes. I personally, well, the concept I love because you don't have to rub it in. It should dry pretty quickly. And in theory, you're going to get an even all over tan. The spray bottles make a huge mess because obviously you're spraying your entire bathroom. You end up in a cloud of toxic, who knows what. And they're just really hard to regulate exactly what's going on, what parts of your body are hitting. And you won't know if you've overdone a certain area until hours later when you turn into an orange mess. So, absolutely an option. Especially if you're a beginner, I would really, really, really not recommend it. You have your regular self-tanning creams or gels. The gel has a super advantage in that it's going to dry a lot faster. So you're not going to be hanging out naked in your bathroom until until the self-tanner absorbs as long. It's going to go a lot faster. The downside is that it does dry faster. So you have less forgiveness for the palms of your hands. It's a little bit riskier. So if you're going to use a gel, I would really recommend applying it with latex gloves on. It'll make your life a lot easier. But a gel is a wonderful, wonderful option. The creams, similar. In theory, they're also hydrating. Now the formulations are a lot better. Back in the day when I first started, there was quite a particular smell, I guess you could say, that made it was kind of funky. It left you smelling a little bit funky. Now the perfumes that they've added to them, the perfumes are a little bit more pleasing, I guess you could say. And finally, we get to my personal favorite is the gradual tan. Now these are available in the supermarket that I have just outside my house that certainly doesn't have the most extensive selection of beauty products. I found mine there. And a gradual tan is where it very, very slightly tints your skin with each application. So it'll give you that little bit of a holiday glow all the way up to a full-blown tan over the course of several days. I personally have noticed instant results. I mean, like from one day to the next, I've noticed that my skin is just a little bit more golden and a little bit more has a little bit more color by using the gradual tan. And especially if you're a beginner, I would really recommend getting your feet wet with this one and then moving on to more dramatic forces. The gradual tan also allows you to be maybe a little bit less consistent. That's sort of is my problem in these last couple of weeks. I'm just really tired at the end of the day. And so to do my whole body, I really don't have any desire to do it. So what I've been doing is after I get out of the shower, I'll just kind of do my chest and my face. If I'm feeling up to it, I'll do my arms and my legs. But it allows you to do pieces without too dramatic of a difference. You will still look uniformly glowing if you use a gradual tan. Now, on to my tips for your best exfoliation, or your best exfoliation. Right, guys, I am destroyed today. It is such a Monday. Sorry. Tips for your best self-tan. Okay, first, exfoliation is on my mind because that is the key, absolute key to any self-tanning, whether it's the professional or at home. Whatever you do, you absolutely must exfoliate. The color from a self-tan is going to be more heavily absorbed wherever you have accumulations of dead skin cells. So you need to pay special attention to your elbows, your knees, your feet. I always use a Clean Beauty Swiss skin polish. One of my skin polishes before every time I use a self tanner, and that's for a couple of reasons. First of all, I know that I'm going to be exfoliating my skin really well. I'm going to be getting rid of all of those dead skin cells and making a nice uniform canvas for the self tanner to attach to. The next thing is, I've never seen it suggested, but I find that the self-tanner will spread much more evenly and much more uniformly if your skin is hydrated. So using the Clean Beauty Swiss the skin polishes leaves your skin really, really, really hydrated already. You just rinse off. The coconut oil has penetrated your skin and it leaves your skin so soft. And I assure you that then when you're applying your self-tanner, it will just glide on and penetrate your skin with no problems. It's less blotchy. You're going to get a much more uniform glow, and the whole process is just a million times easier. That being said, if you're not going to use the Clean Beauty Swiss skin polish, then I suggest you absolutely, the exfoliation you have to do, whether it's with a loofah or another scrub or in some other way, you have to exfoliate, and then you have to make sure that your skin is hydrated. I use a body butter, some kind of lotion or cream. It's going to make your life infinitely easier. Okay, so we've gotten out of the shower, we've exfoliated, our skin is ready and primed and prepped. We're hydrated, our skin is soft, and that self-tanner is going to be amazing. Now, I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you the tips based on the cream gel base, okay? The spray tan, more power to you. Good luck, because I'm not really sure how to help you on that one. But when you use you're going to work in sections. I find it easier to work from the ground up. Okay, so you're going to apply like you apply any kind of a cream, body butter, lotion, whatever. You're going to put, you can do, I do one leg at a time, starting from the ankles, and make sure that you get a little bit that over the top of your feet, that you're not globbing too much product in one zone, because you will get orange spots. So it does take a little bit of concentration. You can't just slop it on like you would any other cream. You have to be pretty attentive. But on the plus side, you are at the same time giving yourself a wonderful lymphatic massage, and your body will appreciate it. So you want to be massaging upwards towards your bikini line. And I do my lower leg, my thigh, my butt, my hips, my lower back, all kind of in that order. You want to try to skim over as much as possible, as quickly as possible, your knees and your elbows, because those are places where the color will accumulate and it will turn a little bit more orangey. So you do need to go over it, but just kind of quickly pass over it towards the end of the application of that zone. Okay, so you're going to work your way up. Now, here we get to where things get a little complicated, okay? Your arms need to be done, but this part of our arms typically is not tanned. So don't go too crazy in this area, okay? When you apply to your arm, you're gonna wanna really concentrate just on this top part of your arm, and then gradually pull some of the product lightly and delicately, so that you don't have a straight line, okay? You're going to want to avoid doing your hands. If you're first starting, it might be a good idea to use latex gloves just to not complicate things. I did that for a long time, and it just makes things a little bit easier. Make sure to really try to avoid getting the self tanner in those little wrinkles of your wrist right here, because it sticks there like crazy. Okay, so we've done our whole body. You're going to do your face, and what I do is I put a little bit in my hand, just a pea size amount like this, rub it between my fingers, and I kind of apply blotches. Okay, so you're going to want your cheeks, your forehead, and your neck. And from there, it's all massaging. Now, remember, you've got your skin is already hydrated. So this should all be really, really easy. And what you're just gonna gradually massage. Remember your eyes, even your upper eyelid. You're gonna wanna massage it deeply into the hairline, so you don't have a line here. Just gradually go like this, gradually massage your ears so that they're not white and pasty, and to avoid the mistake that I made for who knows how long, going around with half my neck done and half totally white. You're going to want to make sure that you really massage all through your neck. You're going to want to get down as low as possible into your back, so that if your t-shirt goes down a little bit, if a little bit of your lower neck is exposed, your secret isn't. And so that's how we do our face. Now, at this point, you have not done the backs of your hands. You need to wash your hands. I strongly suggest using some kind of an exfoliating material. Either use a skin polish. I typically use a washcloth. I will put some soap on the washcloth and I will rub it between my hands, because you really want to get all of the self-tanner off of the palms of your hands, because it will settle. Our skin is much thicker here. It will settle into those areas, and it will cause a streaking in the palm of your hands. Okay, probably won't be noticeable to anyone except for you, but it will happen. So you want to take the washcloth and really scrub so that the palms of your hands are completely free. Do not forget the webs of your fingers, because it gets stuck in there and it's annoying. So you really want to make sure that your hands are completely free. If you have nails like I do, I suggest taking a nail brush and cleaning, because it will color the backs of your nails as well. Again, probably something that nobody else will notice, but just another step to have a perfect glow. Okay, so at this point we've got our hands completely clean and all the rest of our body done. At this point, what I do is I get a cotton disc. I put about a pea-size amount of self-tanner on the cotton disc, and I apply the self-tanner to my hands using the cotton disc. Now, you want to, sorry, got a notification from Instagram. You want to plop that disc into the middle of this hand, because this is where the most color, you're going to want the most color in this area, right? So you're going to just gradually apply it. Make sure to blend it down past your wrist so that you don't have a delineation there. And don't forget to do your fingers, okay? It's so easy. You want one pea-size amount for each hand, and then you throw that disc away, and you are all ready for a golden glow. And sooner or later, you'll be able to show those golden legs and those golden arms in tank tops and shorts and be ready to rock it. Now, last point to give you guys, last tip, is that there may be mistakes. There may be some spots that got a little splotchy, or maybe you forget to wash your hands. Something could go wrong. There are not any foolproof, guaranteed, I promise you that this will make it disappear solutions, but the best thing that you can do is to take lemon juice and baking soda. And you're going to want to make a paste with those things, okay? The lemon juice will deal with the coloring, and the baking soda is an exfoliant. So it's like a clarifying scrub that you're putting onto that area. You're going to apply it onto that area, massage it in as best you can, and you got to let it sit for a few minutes. And this will help to speed up the exfoliation process, the sloughing process, and will help you to get rid of that little mistake as quickly as possible. That being said, again, with all of this mistakes that I've made, I don't know how many people have noticed except for me. I think we spend so much time in our own heads that, just go for it. Whatever you see is what you see. No, everyone is so worried about themselves, they're not even going to notice it. And if you follow the tips that I've given you, you are never going to look like an Oompa Loompa or some kind of orange beast, okay? The products right now in today's market are so far advanced compared to, to many of the super disasters that I experienced. It's really impossible to make too much of a disaster out of this. So I would really suggest it. Everybody looks better with a little bit of a healthy glow, but the sun anymore is just too damaging for our skin, both from a health and from a purely aesthetic point of view. It will age you faster, it will create sunspots, it will create wrinkles, and you really need to protect your skin from the sun. But from one California girl to all of you, a tan is always the way to go. So that's it. Check out my website for a blog in the coming days about how to apply self-tanner. And please let me know if you have any questions. If there's anything I can do for you, please always let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Take care, and thank you for spending this time with me. Mwah. Ciao.